Hi, and welcome to Tech Talk, the banker's video series on everything FinTech. We're here at Level 39, a FinTech accelerator in the heart of Canary Wharf. My name is Joy Macknight. I'm Deputy Editor at The Banker, and I'm here with Matt Kirkham, who's CEO of Silicon Investing, an algorithmic trading startup. Matt, thanks so much for joining us today.
Pleasure.
So what does Silicon Investing do, and how are you looking really to disrupt the retail broker market?
So principally we are a brokerage, and therefore what we do is provide services to allow people to trade and invest. But we fundamentally disagree with the way that brokerage models currently work, which is focused on marketing and providing very similar services. We've focused on building really valuable adding tools, mainly around algorithmic trading and machine learning, providing them completely free within our platform, which we think more like an ecosystem, and then allowing people to use us as a brokerage through those services. So one of the core principles is allowing people to build an algorithm or an automated strategy in about under 5 minutes, but they don't have to have any coding knowledge or prerequisites in computer science. And providing that now for free, which usually would have cost as part of a suite of tools several $1,000s per month, means the idea governing is that they would be stupid not to use us as a brokerage service as well. So providing it all within that centralized ecosystem is what we're focused on right now.
Okay, and how does algorithmic trading and artificial intelligence, how does that help traders make better decisions?
Well, algorithmic trading helps in a number of ways because you avoid any psychological fallacies of taking out early or overexposing yourself. If you focus on the idea at first and allow a computer to do the work post, you don't double question because it's a computer executing on your behalf. And AI, or specifically machine learning, which is what we're using, means that any parameters that need to be optimized are done for you, should you choose to turn on that feature. So you don't have to do a constant review, whereas previously you would have to have an analyst constantly re-reviewing or checking what you're currently doing. Financial markets are one of the really interesting areas for machine learning because you're getting so much data constantly. So whilst the back test, which is what a trader or investor would always usually do to test an automated strategy, would give some idea of how your idea is going to perform. By doing some sort of forward testing with machine learning, allows you to re-optimize any parameters that aren't useful for current market conditions. You know, macroeconomics change all the time. Post-Brexit will be very different to pre, and therefore any strategy that worked previously may have to be changed or optimized for that. The other thing is, regular people that are trying to invest and trade, they only have a certain amount of time in the day. So you have to provide relevant contextual information, and machine learning helps you do that. You don't give them all the news. You give them only the news and only the bits of information and notifications that are going to be relevant for that user at that time.
Okay, and I know you're in the process of being regulated.
Yes.
How important is that to you for your business model?
Well, for the way we've chosen to do our business, driven by our mission, which is to change that paradigm by which people consider they can invest, it's fundamental, it's mandatory. Most financial technology companies with a similar interest in the way they're looking to change a sector wouldn't require regulation the same way we do, but it's so important for us to provide it all as one solution for people rather than them having to plug in different bits or software solutions to other brokerages. So it's a prerequisite before we can really do what we're trying to do and change the industry the way we want to.
Okay, and my last question is really around Brexit.
Sure.
And how do you think that's really going to impact, let's say, the FinTech community in London?
Well, I mean, England's the strongest sort of financial centre in Europe, but I think it depends on the financial technology company. A lot of FinTech is really about building technology for finance, in which case regulation is not so much an issue. They're going to be able to expand just as easy. I think the issue is when regulated companies are looking to expand globally from the UK. Starting in the UK should be no different, but with socially driven companies becoming more prevalent, things like banks or socially driven services for brokerages, when we look to expand globally, it will take longer, and it's that time that would kill a younger company rather than anything else. So I think as long as we still get good passporting regulatory changes, we'll be fine. If it's still easy enough for an FCA regulated firm to passport outside of the UK, then I think if anything it's going to make us stronger.
Okay, great. Thanks so much for joining us
Thanks.
today, Matt.
Thank you.